Morning to you all, dear students. So today we will start with new topic under block 19, that is different types of farmer. So our aim for today is students will be able to explain the economic condition of agricultural laborers, small farmers and big farmers. Resources needed is S3 worksheet S3 notebook exit content book. Keywords for today is agriculture, laborers, permanent, loan, moneylender, and debt. So let's learn the meaning of those keywords first of all. So what is agriculture? It is the art or science of cultivating the ground, including the harvesting of crops and the rearing and management of livestock. That is known as agriculture. And what is laborers? Workers in general. And what is permanent? Without end, that is eternal. And what are loan? A sum of money or other valuable that an individual, group, or legal entity borrows from another individual, group, or legal entity. What is money lender? A person who lends money and charges interest, especially one who is not part of the official financial industry. And what is debt? The state or condition of owing something to another person. That is known as debt. Okay. Now, imagine, okay? Imagine that you were a farmer in a village. Alright, imagine that you are farming. Alright, so imagine, alright, that you were a farmer in a village. What would you grow? And what type of house would you live in? Alright, so I want all of you to imagine yourself that you were a farmer in a village. Right? So what would you grow? So what kind of crops would you grow? And what type of house would you live in? Alright. Okay, so today we will learn, okay, about different kinds of farmers and how each is different from the other. Alright, so today we will learn about the different kinds of farmers, alright, and how each is different from the other, alright, and how they are different from one another, okay, in other words. So before that, we will read the passage three farmers, okay. We'll read the passage three farmers. I'll read for you. You will find even in your content book under page 54, okay. You'll find even in page 54, okay, so you can take out your textbook and then read for yourself as well. Okay, so three farmers. Sita. Sita works in the paddy fields of a rich landowner named Subramaniam because she does not have any land of her own. Subramanian pays her rupees 50 per day. Once the harvest is over, she has no work. Then she has to look for other jobs to earn money. Sometimes she makes baskets and mats from bamboo and cane, which she sells in the market. Apart from working in the fields, Sita cooks and cleans the house, collects firewood and brings water from the well. If she does not have a job, she finds it difficult to survive. Last year, she had to borrow a lot of money from Subramaniam to pay the medical bills for her sick son. Alright, sick. Her son was sick, so she had to borrow money from Subramaniam. Okay, and who is Murli? Murli is a farmer. Okay, Murli is a farmer who owns a small plot of land on which he grows paddy. Alright, so he and his family work on that land. He cannot hire anyone else because he does not have the money to pay them. He has to borrow money from Subramaniam to buy seeds, pesticides, and fertilizer. Right? Murli keeps some of the paddy for his family and sells the rest to Subramanian at a cheap price to repay the loan. He too has no work after the harvest season is over, and therefore he has to look for other jobs. And who is Subramanian? Subramanian owns most of the land in the village. Right, means he's a rich farmer. He hires other farmers to work on his paddy fields. He also owns a rice mill where he produces rice with the paddy from his fields. Later, he sells it to the traders of the neighboring towns at a good price. He also owns a shop where he sells fertilizers. Many farmers borrow money from him. He is rich and does not have to borrow money from anyone or depend on anyone for a job. Okay? Okay, so based on our reading, okay, what does Sita do when she is jobless? And why can Murli not hire others to work in his field? And why do Sita and Murli have to borrow money? And why is Murli forced to sell the paddy to Subramaniam? How does Subramaniam earn his living? Very simple question. Okay, so if you are sincere enough reading that particular passage, the three farmers, okay, these questions are very easy as well as you will understand. Okay, so alright, see, Sita works on Subramaniam land, right? Because she does not have land of her own. Means she does not have any land, okay, which belong to her. So she works on Subramanian land, okay. So she is an agricultural laborer who does not have a permanent job. So Sita does not have a permanent job, okay, and she is jobless, that is after the harvest is over, right? Hence, after the harvest season is over, she start making basket and mats, all right, from bamboo, as we have learned. So also Murli is a small farmer, all right, who owns a small piece of land to grow paddy. Okay. On the other hand, Murli is a small farmer. Okay, who actually has a land of his own. That is a very small piece of land to grow paddy. So Murli he cannot hire others. Okay, to work on his land. Reason because he does not have the money to pay them. So both Sita and Murli they need to borrow money. Okay, that is to meet their needs. So Murli is forced, alright. He is not willingly selling, okay, but he is forced to sell the paddy at a lower price to Subramaniam. The reason because he has to repay the loan, alright. So in order to repay the loan which he borrowed from Subramanian, Murli has to sell the paddy at a lower price, okay. So Subramanian is a big farmer. Alright, from our reading we have learned that Subramaniam is a big farmer who owns rice mill and a shop selling fertilizers, that is apart from many farmlands, and works as a money lender. Right, so that is who Subramaniam is. Now, how is a big farmer different from a small farmer and an agricultural laborer? In other words, how is Subramanian different from Murli and Sita? So Sita is an agricultural laborer and Murli is a small farmer. Okay, so how is Subramanian, a big farmer, different from uh, different from Sita and Murli? In other words, how is big farmer different from a small farmer and an agricultural labor? Alright, very simple. I hope you all know the answer. Let me summarize your answer. Okay. So a big farmer owns many plots of land. Alright, and also has other ways to earn money, that is apart from cultivating. Okay. So the small farmers and agricultural laborers, they do not always have a job, right? And are employed by others, means they work for other people. Okay, like Sita, working as an agricultural laborer for Subramanian. So while a small farmer still has some land, and agriculture labor does not have any. Okay, means small farmer, they do have a small piece of land. Okay, like Murli, but agricultural laborers like Sita does not own any piece of land, right? Means they don't have any land of their own. Okay, so unlike the big farmer, the other two farmers, they have to borrow money from money lenders, right? So often they are caught in debt, means baki. Okay, it means baki, as they are unable to repay the money they borrow. Right, so big farmers are never jobless. The reason why they are never jobless is because they have other business that is apart from agriculture. All right, and also all most of the land in the village. All right. So the last question, okay, for today: how can the government help agriculture laborers and small farmers? In other words, how can the government help people like Sita and Murli? Alright, so the government can come up with certain strategy, okay, or certain means to help agricultural laborers like, alright, Sita, and small farmers like Murli. Okay, that is, the government, they can help small farmers by providing seeds and fertilizers. Alright, so that they don't have to borrow money from rich farmer. Alright, so there can be better irrigation facilities so that the crops don't have to depend on rain alone. Alright, they can have alternate jobs for agricultural laborers. So they can also have alternate job, means apart from agricultural laborers, they can also give them another job, okay, alternative job, right? That is to help the agricultural laborers. So that is how the government, they can help agricultural laborers and small farmers. Okay, that is providing them seeds and fertilizers so that they don't have to borrow money. Also, they can provide them better irrigation facilities so that the crops that don't depend on the rain alone. Right? And also, they can have alternate alternative jobs for agricultural laborers. Alright, that's it. Now, things to do for today is practice question number 7, 8, and 9. Okay, practice question number 7, 8, and 9. You please do along with worksheet S3. Match the following. So, and the question number 2 is you have to fill in these given boxes. Okay. Suggest question number 3. Suggest one way in which we can help the agricultural laborers and small farmers. So those are very simple. I hope you all know. So thank you, take care, and have a nice day.